Hello everybody. If you want all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 815, The Last Exhibit. Advanced. Marta closed the museum door behind her. The sound echoed through the marble hall, then vanished into the high ceiling shadows. She was alone. The evening security guard had already made his round and nodded her a tired goodbye. Now only the exhibits remained, silent, ancient, and waiting. She walked past the Greek vases and Roman coins without stopping. Her destination was the small side gallery, rarely visited by tourists, where a single glass case stood under a dim spotlight. Inside, a clay tablet, no bigger than her hand, covered in cuneiform script. For 3 years, Marta had studied this tablet. She was a senior historian at the museum, but her speciality was not the usual warfare or kingship. She studied daily life, how ordinary people had loved, grieved, and hoped. This tablet, according to the catalogue, was a receipt for barley, but Marta had always suspected otherwise. Tonight she had permission to handle it. A new imaging technique might reveal hidden text. She put on white cotton gloves, unlocked the case with a key that felt cold in her palm, and lifted the tablet gently. Under the magnifying lens, she saw what generations of scholars had missed. The symbols were not about barley. They were a letter from a woman named Enitu to her sister. "My heart is small with waiting," Marta translated aloud. Her voice barely a whisper. "Our father is gone to the mountains. Mother weeps at night, but I have planted the garden alone, and the herbs have grown. Do not forget the taste of our well water. Come home before it rains." Marta's hands trembled. The words were 3,000 years old, but the longing in them felt like yesterday. She had not spoken to her own sister in 5 years. A silly quarrel about their mother's funeral arrangements had hardened into a wall of pride. She put the tablet back, locked the case, and turned off the gallery light. The museum was utterly quiet. Outside, rain had begun to fall. She took out her mobile phone, scrolled to a name she had not called in half a decade, and pressed the green icon. It rang 3 times. "Hello?" said a voice, hesitant but unmistakable. "It's Marta," she said. "I'm sorry, I've been stupid." There was a long pause, then a small, wet laugh. "Me too." They talked for an hour, standing in the museum's doorway while the rain washed the city streets clean. Marta did not mention the tablet. She did not need to. Some exhibits are not behind glass. Some truths are only discovered when you finally touch them. The next morning she arrived early and typed a new label for the clay tablet. Letter from Enitu to her sister, circa 1200 BCE, on love and distance. She left the museum at 5 o'clock, and this time she did not walk home alone. Her sister was waiting by the steps, holding 2 cups of coffee. If you learned a new word today, please make sure to subscribe so you can practice again next time. Vocabulary notes. Echoed. Verb. Past tense of echo. Meaning, to repeat a sound, to be filled with a repeated sound that fades gradually. Example. She closed the museum door behind her. The sound echoed through the marble hall, then vanished into the high ceiling shadows. Similar words. Reverberated, resounded, rang out, repeated. Other example, her footsteps echoed in the empty corridor long after she had stopped walking. Catalogue, noun, meaning, a complete list of items, often in a special order or with descriptions. In museums, a catalogue records every object in the collection. Example, this tablet, according to the catalogue, was a receipt for barley. Similar words, inventory, register, directory, index, list. Other example, the library's online catalogue showed that the book was still available. Hesitant, adjective, meaning pausing before saying or doing something because of uncertainty or lack of confidence. Example: "Hello?" said a voice, hesitant but unmistakable. Similar words: uncertain, reluctant, doubtful, tentative, wavering. Other example: she gave a hesitant knock on the door, not sure if anyone was home. Unmistakable, adjective, meaning impossible to mistake or misunderstand, very clear and obvious. Example: "Hello?" said a voice, hesitant but unmistakable. Similar words: clear, distinct, evident, obvious, indisputable, recognizable. Other example: the smell of fresh bread was unmistakable as they entered the bakery. Translated, verb, past tense of translate, meaning to change writing or speech from one language to another. Example: "My heart is small with waiting," Marta translated aloud, her voice barely a whisper. Similar words: interpreted, converted, rendered, transcribed, paraphrased. Other example: he translated the ancient Greek poem into modern English so everyone could understand it. Story written by DeepSeek. Image created by onemin.ai. To read, see all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.